Yes, a good morning, everybody. Welcome to class. Let's have a hug. We're getting through January, aren't we? I've been reading, thanks Katie for the tip off on this actually. So I've been reading about the water rabbit this last couple of days, and it's very, very interesting. And it kind of fits with what I've been feeling has been happening this year. Is that whereas last year was the year of the tiger, it was quite fierce and we were all like, getting our warrior energy in there. The rabbit is much more peaceful and kind and playful and cozy and soft and all these things. So we're going to embody the rabbit today, the water rabbit, water element. It's kind of going with the flow as well. So everything going with the flow. So it's a really lovely thing to work with. Let's change over the cross of the legs. So whatever we want to bring into our lives, it's nice to embody that into our practice. So that's the kind of idea of this. But if you're on the Facebook group, One with Jilly, then go pop on there. I've shared some stuff this morning about the water rabbit. Some very interesting stuff. If you go back in time to when the last water rabbit year was, not rabbit year was, it was quite an eventful year too. So nice and soft today. Nice and soft. So let's arrive. Maybe taking the hands down to the earth, gently waving side to side. And closing the eyes and maybe thinking about what the rabbit feels like for you. And all rabbits are different. Think about Watership Down, all different. This year's black rabbit. Maybe in your mind's eye, just picturing how a rabbit moves, playfully hops around, gets all nice and cozy in its heart as well. And there's a softness, there's a kindness to this water rabbit energy. It's always going to be useful for us to move in that way with softness, with kindness, with playfulness. Let's change over the cross of the legs. And softening. So we're going all soft and cozy today. I was reading something else today as well. Another teacher I follow, Phil Good, was saying a lot of people are struggling at the moment with this, having a battle with themselves about whether they're being lazy or not. Because we're needing to rest more, we're needing to go within more, we're needing to hibernate a little bit more. And he's saying, just see this as part of the process, part of the healing. Allow yourself to be lazy whenever you need to. Let's walk the hands back. Take a big yawning stretch. Open the arms out. Just have a look around. What's the space around you? Where are you today? And let's bring the hands onto the knees and start to move. I know for me personally, so just being, I need to get rid of that word lazy, but just being a bit more inward, a bit more sort of nurturing, taking that time for rest and allowing that has actually worked wonders for from a health perspective. I know a lot of the teachers in India that I met were, I did take time, plenty of time for rest. There was no guilt about just, I'm just going to pop off the bed for an hour. It's like fine, absolutely fine. We just don't stay there, all day. Let's change over the cross of the legs and move in the other direction. So of course we've got rabbit pose today. I'm quite enjoying it because it's like it's an inversion, gets the blood flowing up the spine, releases tension in the back of the body and the neck, but it's not as, crazy tiger energy as, say, a headstand or something like that. Just nurturing, it's kind of within, cozy. It's nice. Okay, let's take the legs out and give them a shake. Lots of nice floor work today. Let's rock back. I'll rock up. I'm going to iron out the kinks in the back body to start with. Just get everything flowing. With some nice rocks back. And then land in there, just have the legs in the air. Tip the arms above the head. Just allow the legs to shake out a little. Waking up the legs, maybe circling the ankles. This outfit's a new level of special, isn't it? I don't care. I'd rather have 2 pairs of socks on. I'd rather have warm feet and look good. Okay, let's bring the feet together. We're going to open out the knees, keep the heels together, and just bring the heels in towards the bottom. And what we're going to do is just reach forward, take hold of the edge of the feet, and just have a little rock from here. So if it's not available for the edge of the feet, just take hold of the ankles or shins, and just have a little rock on the lower back. Of course, what we know about rocking now, good for this inner safety, very self-soothing. I feel that's the rabbit energy, isn't it? It's cozy, it's self-soothing, but it's also playful, going out and having a play too. Let's rock onto the side. And maybe just extend out a leg a little bit. Roll to the other side. It doesn't have to straighten. Remember, kind and soft, not striving where everything just hardens up. Just stay nice and soft. I'm finding this year, like with sea swim and stuff, I'm going out today. But at the moment, it's so cold, like there's a bite in the air and there's a bit of wind, just like body saying no to that. But it's important we get outside as well. So it's good to get out if we can at about midday. Get outside between 12 and 2 is like nice, and that's the warmest part of the day. Sun's at its highest. Okay, let's come back to the center. Just place the feet down onto the floor, take the hands in the air, and lift off the hips to a bridge. A bridge, we could also just get a little rock going on here with the bridge. So taking the weight from foot to foot. So say maybe lifting off one toe, then pressing that foot down, wave the hips to the other side. Yeah, so nice and soft. It's still going to activate everything in the core, but it's moving in a way that feels safe. Safe play. Okay, let's drop the hips down, bring the knees in, and let's rock up to seated and come round to all fours. Tucking the toes under. Okay, where are we? We're softening the soles of the feet, starting with the feet. So notice the feet. How do they feel? Pause. And then we're going to make this into circles. So we've got that nice rock back. Forwards and backwards would be the start movement. And then we're thinking, how do we make this into a circle? And soften the shoulders. Maybe as we're adding a rounding in the middle. Your body's going to know this. It's going to know. Let's go the other direction. Nice and soft. playful. Just get everything flowing in this body, energizing us. Don't have to go crazy. We're moving every day, literally. 5 days a week, 30 minutes. That's a recommended exercise for us. And we're doing that. Okay. Let's slow that down now and just start to look forward. We're just going to start to open up the front of the body. So we're going to be really gentle with this. So just think like the rabbit. You don't want everything to harden. It stays soft. Still strong on the inside. We're going to drop the hips forward and sit back. The tailbone is going to stay lifted on this. The head lifted. And it's just really the hips moving forward, dropping forward. Really gently. Not going for any crazy, like mad up dogs. Just letting the body slowly and through this rocking action, this rhythmic rocking, body slowly going to release. Now with the toes, you can have them tucked or you can untuck them if that has started to become uncomfortable. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? So start to open around body. Maybe now just start to look over each shoulder. Should come forward. Just curiously, just playfully, maybe it drops down. Just see what your body wants. I find this a little trickier on the knees. So you might need a little extra padding under the knees if you come into the side of the knees. Just be careful of those. And you'll feel body getting warm because, we're almost like in a press-up position here. We're using full body strength. So it's not like it's, nothing. It's not like the movement is, complete just doing nothing. It's strengthening. And I'm going to come down onto the belly. Just take a moment on the forearms. Have a rest here. And rock the hips side to side. Just feel the anchor points of the hips. And this next one, we're used to doing cobra in a straight line, lift and lower. But instead, we're going to embody the water rabbit and we're going to move like water does, flowing, like in a circle, and nice and soft like the rabbit. So we're going to take the hands wide, probably in front of the shoulders. So we don't want to lift too high. What we're going to do is we're going to lift and lower to start with, feel the line. Okay, linear movement, there we go. The muscles in the bottom will slightly engage, but we just at least get used to this lift. And then we're going to make it into a circle, a bit like we did, with that last rocking one on the knees. So we're going to move to the side and we're going to circle. As you do this, you're having a look around. Take the head with you. I absolutely love this one. Can you feel the difference as to how it's much more natural and soft? And this is how the body moves. It's not designed to just do straight lines of exercises. Moves around. We need to look around, check out our environment. We are wild animals, constantly interacting with our environment. That's the yoga. Oh, it's my stuff. It's not everybody's. That's fine. Okay, let's go in the other direction. Having a look around. Ooh, just keep your gaze soft and explore. You don't need to be at my pace, but just check out your environment. The work is becoming in tune. Your body and your environment. in traditional yoga, they'd kind of say it's, it's self-integrating with the universal consciousness. I'm like, source in nature. I think that's the same thing for me, but a bit simpler. Let's take the hands now in front. Make a pillow for the forehead and just let the heels drop out to the side. Let's just let that integrate for a moment. So soften the body down into the earth, and let's take 3 breaths into the belly. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and go soft like the bunny rabbit. Breathe in. Feel the volume of the body. Hold. And breathe out. Soft, soft, soft. Last one. Awesome. Let's lift the legs up in the air, bend the knees. Whoops. I'm going to knock over there. And then let's just rock the legs side to side. And what we're going to do is take the hands out to, it's about the same position they were before. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing the legs over to the, let's go left with the legs. And then push yourself up to seated. And there we go. Just the right foot flat, left foot tucked in under. Okay, so maybe face it towards the back. Nothing strenuous, bring the hand down. We're going to roll to the other side. Push up and just sit and hang out and look around. So we roll. We're going to build on this tomorrow, but today's just nice and soft. I'm going to roll and sit up and rest. Look around. Roll. This time as we roll to the left, we're just going to, with this right knee, just open it out and then bring it in a few times. Open it out and bring it over. Nice and soft and gentle. We end with that right foot flat and we roll over to the other side. Open the knee, close it in. Open the knee and close it in. Let's do that a couple more times each side. So roll in the legs to the left. Open and close. Open and close. Foot lands. Rolling. Isn't that roll fun? Actually, it takes quite a lot of effort too, but using a bit of momentum. I just notice on this last one, where the body hits the mat, all those contact points. And how it moves. Notice how once you get the hang of this, you just can do it naturally, right? You just go, there we go. I know what I'm doing. I'm rolling. It's a beautiful type of movement. To this last one, let's roll onto the belly. Push yourself up onto all fours. And let's just take a little child's pose from here. Sit back onto the heels, extending the arms out in front. Three breaths. Breathe in. Hold and breathe out. Let go. Breathe in. Hold. breathe out, let go. One more. Great, let's come up onto all fours again. So our last little movement is going to be prep for our final rabbit. We're going to have the toes tucked, the hands out in front. We're going to combine, just very simply linking breath with movement. Head lifts, tailbone's lifted. There's our breath in. And our breath out. We're going to lift the tailbone, drop the head and press the heels down. I'm going to do this about 7 times, as slow as you can with breath. Inhale, tailbone lifts. And exhale. Lift off the knees. As you inhale, the knees come down. The head lifts, the tailbone lifts. You almost sit back onto the heels. You just flow from one move to the other. Exhale. Lift off the hips, the knees, sorry, and then drop the head. Inhale. Belly fills as the head lifts. Sit back onto the heels. You exhale, push down into the hands. Tailbone lifts. Which slightly float forward on the inhale to bring the knees down. It's a long inhalation. The exhale, pushing down into the hands. Anchor points into the earth. Let's do one more. Let's stay in the dog. Walk the dog. Move the knees around. Feel the side body as well as just the back body. Take the head, look around you. You may even want to float slightly to a plank. You can lift a knee off. Take a knee across. Whatever feels good. Make it playful. Not going to be rushing to the head. Just a few more. Maybe 10 more seconds. Get everything moving. Soft, strong, fluid, moving and being with kindness and peace. Let's bring the knees down now. We're going to keep the toes tucked under. We're going to sit back onto the heels. Take hold of the heels with the hands if you can. If not, just take hold of the shins, the thumbs facing outwards. And bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest. And then sit back onto the heels. If you can, with the toes still tucked. And tuck the chin. Relax the shoulders. Breathe into the back of the shoulder blades, into the back of the neck. Just kind of hold in a place of calm and serenity, even though, there's challenge there. It's not quite, the seed pose or child's pose. There's challenge here, blood rushing to the head. Can we stay in a place of safety, using the breath? Maybe this is where our 3 breaths, we use that. Stay focused on the breath because we are slightly out of comfort. More big breath. The rabbit survived. Let's go on to all fours. legs start to reintegrate, just moving around on all fours. Really nice soft practice today. Now do you need to move around? It's quite strong for the back body there. Let's take a moment, sit back onto the heels, just draw the fingertips back. And reach up the arms in the air, pressing the hips forward, and just have a little pandulation here. Reach one arm up, the other arm up. Take the hands to the back of the head. Press the hips forward. Lift up the head. Keep lifting up the chest and pressing the hips forward rather than bending too far backwards. Take an inhale. Open the elbows. Lift up the head. Press it into the back of the hands. And then exhale. Coming down to the seat. Bringing the legs around in front. Let's just have a really gentle twist each side. Just take a moment, find your anchor points first. No hurry. Left arm onto the right leg. Soften and relax. Just take your head and gaze behind you. What's going on behind you? Year of the Tiger. Bye-bye. See ya. (2022). Bye. Come on. Just get it back towards the front. Let's change over the cross of the legs. Nice gentle twist. Nothing crazy. Just embody the rabbit. Kind of compelled to watch Watership Down after this today. Tonight, obviously, but beautiful. What can we learn from the rabbit? Perfectly unique, weren't they? But they stuck together. Slowly come around towards the front. Rubbing the hands together, just have a little rock. If there's anything else that your body needs after that, just feel free, always have a roll around on the mat, see what it needs. Place the hands over the eyes. Just let it bathe for a moment. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the jaw. Slowly take the hands away, blink the eyes open. And bring the hands down to the heart. And from my heart to your heart. Namaste and good morning. Good morning. Have a nice gentle Tuesday. I hope it's good for you. Da, da, da. Where's my record button? Can't see. Jab shit.